there. How the heck are you doing? Come on in. Pull up a chair, put up your feet, grab your favorite non-alcoholic beverage. This is Your Success DNA from yoursuccessatlast.com. It's that daily needed activation and motivation that you need every single day. I mean, after all, personal development is the world's most sought after topic. Because why? Well, we want to make ourselves smarter. We want to make ourselves richer. We want to make ourselves better. We want to make ourselves stronger. Sometimes when it comes to personal development, you want to make yourself skinnier, and we want to do all these things faster. So that's why we're here. I'm trying to learn these ideas, give you that little gem. Let's see. I started this as a newsletter back in the 90s, and have adapted and shifted with the technology and as the internet has evolved into the show you're listening to now, as well as all the past episodes available to you. Me? Well, I'm Tracy Ace Brinkmann, that CIO, the Chief Inspiration Officer, and the ace up your sleeve. But there is no cheating allowed at yoursuccessatlast.com. And really, all joking aside, I'm glad you're here today. I mean, it's page 41 of your 365-page book? How's your book going so far? Exciting, right? I know it is. You're loving it. Okay, maybe you're not loving everything about it. But that's why you come here, right? To help you write a better book. And every once in a while, someone will grab your pencil and start writing in the pages for you. That's another reason why you're here, to help get control of that pencil and write your book. Oh, hey, by the way, for just a short period of time more, you can get the 7 critical steps of success. Ooh, man, I said that a little bit too fast, but I'm not going to go back and edit. You can still get the 7 critical steps of success. I mean, I've given this away for some time now, and it's about to go away. I'm going to put something new out there, and I want you to be able to get it before it goes away. So go to yoursuccessatlast.com. Don't go right now. Go at the end of this program, of course, and get your copy today before it goes away. So, the Monday question. For those of you that are new, every day we ask a question, and Monday's question is always 2 parts, actually. It's, how do you feel? How do you feel today? You feel awesome? You feel ready to rock and roll, ready to take on the world, right? No. Okay. Maybe not everybody's ready for that. Get another cup of coffee, you'll be good to go. Or whatever your favorite beverage is. And then the other part of that question is, how do you want to feel? So you go from, how do I feel, to how do I want to feel? And those 2 questions can help mold the outcome of your week. If you're thinking about how you want to feel, you can start directing your actions and your tasks towards getting there. Just like goal setting. It's mood setting. Soul setting with your goal setting, as I said from a previous episode. But what's funny is today's question, Monday's question, really works well with the topic today. And I'm going to take that and twist it a little bit and say, are you feeling like if it all stopped today, you could go, let me rephrase that. If your ability to do anything else stopped today, would you go, be that in the ultimate sense of departing? Could you go feeling content with what you've accomplished? In other words, if you could not do another red cent thing against all your dreams, goals, and tasks, would you be happy with what you've accomplished so far? Have you given it your all? Is probably the best way to say it. Have you given 100%? Yeah? 99? Heck, have you given 90%? That's what it's all about today. What if Saturday never comes is the title of today's topic. I'm going to start with a story. And this is where the title comes from. Because for those of you that are new, I use cheerleading stories quite often because my daughter was in competitive cheerleading for a number of years. All-star competitive cheerleading. A couple of great teams, Midwest Cheerlead and World Cup Cosmic Rays she was honored to be on, and enjoyed every single minute of it and loved both the teams. We will bleed blue, black, and white forever for Midwest Cheerlead. And today's story comes from that. We were sitting up, and we were actually headed up to Columbus, Ohio from Cincinnati for one of the big competitions. I think it was one of the first big competitions of the season, if I remember correctly. And we'd had a little weather going up there. And the ritual for us was to get all ready at home, pack up our uniform and get all showered and ready to go there, and then drive on up. It was about an hour and a half drive from where we lived. And our gym owner, Tanya, would have a big room reserved in the convention hall, the Columbus Convention Center, so that all the athletes had a place, and the parents, of course, had a place to sit and not be sitting in the hallways. And you walk into the room, and there's the smell of hairspray and makeup, and the sound of kids giggling, and frantic parents and frantic kids. Hey, I need this. Oh, I forgot my shell. Oh, I need socks. Oh, I need hairspray. I need the makeup. And everyone's doing the last minute touches and everything. So here I am sitting there curling Shandy's hair. I was the dad that was willing to do hair. That's probably a whole other story for a whole other podcast. But we're sitting there and we're looking around, and as you usually do, making sure all your team members are there, right? At check-in time. You're supposed to be there at 10-ish, let's say. You'll probably be going back to warm-ups about 11:15, maybe 11:45. And then you'll be hitting the floor 12:30-ish. So you've got those times to get things done. Time to get there, time to do warm-ups and practice your routine the last couple of times before you go and hit the floor and leave it all on the mat, right? Give it your 100%. Because we're looking around, we're missing probably about 4 athletes and one of the cheer moms. And we're looking around, and you're not really too concerned. There's still time to go, and it's an hour and a half drive. We did have a little weather, so there could have been traffic, right? Okay, so you're waiting, and it gets closer and closer and closer, and Shandy goes back with her team to go back to warm-ups, and I go out to the audience area to sit down and watch the teams before she gets on, and of course be ready to rock and roll and root around when she hits the floor. And then people started coming around and collecting all the parents. And we go back into the room, and all the athletes are back there, and all the parents are back there, and you just start to get that weird feeling in your stomach. Ooh, this is not good news. And the announcement's made that missing cheer mom and the 4 other athletes been in an accident. They were driving up the freeway, and literally someone was driving on the wrong side of the freeway, and there was a head-on collision. The mom, the driver, was just killed on impact. The other athletes, one was seriously hurt. She was sitting in the front. The other two or three were sitting in the back. And I don't want to give a whole bunch of gory details, but obviously you can tell that the mood of the day really changed. You go from all charged up and ready to rock and roll, you're ready to go throw it all on the mat, to, oh my God, someone you practice with 3 and 4 times a week, you're friends with, you hang out with, maybe even go to school with, their Saturday's never going to come. And so I want you to think about that. What if your Saturday never comes? Stop saying, tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month, I'll do it when the kids get out of school, I'll do it when practice is over, I'll do it when the season is over. Because what if it never comes? Like I said, motivation comes in all forms, and I try to be Mr. Positive, and I want you to think about this in a positive way, because I was at a seminar a number of years back before he passed away himself, Mr. Jim Rohn, and he says, you know what, you don't have 20 more years. If you do something, if you go on vacation with your loved ones once a year, you don't have 20 more years. You have 20 more times. That's a completely different perspective now, isn't it? Because once this year is gone, then you have 19, then 18. And how fast does a year go? My youngest daughter is about to turn 19. Oh my God. If I had 20 more years when I first started that, I'd have 1 more to go. What if Saturday never comes? That's what I got to say. Now, not too long ago, very recently as a matter of fact, I was making a drive. I was driving to see someone who was very special to me. I had been planning this for quite some time, and through a series of miscommunications and misunderstandings, I turned around and came back. My Saturday for that particular event did not come because I didn't communicate well enough, I didn't ask the right questions, and I nearly ruined a good relationship as a part of that. Something so simple as just giving the 100% I talked about earlier. If I'd have given 100% and asked the questions and listened without analyzing, my Saturday would have came. Now, lucky for me, I've been able to work it through, and we got the communication breakdown fixed, and everything's all good. So I have another Saturday on the horizon, but I can bet you, I can guarantee you, I'm not going to miss that Saturday. I'm not going to put it off for another Saturday. I'm not going to say, let's do it again next week or next month. So I want you to stop telling yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it Thursday, or I'll do it Friday, or I'll do it Saturday. Sorry. Is a couple of emotional stories. Because you know what? What if Saturday never comes? Seriously, I want you to really think about that. Okay? So, just cheer you back up, all right? This is not I'm not trying to bring you down, but sometimes, like I said, motivation comes in these different modes. Sometimes they're really happy motivations. Sometimes they're angry motivations. I want to say little thing. Here's the thing I tell everybody when they say, "What do you do, Tracy?" I say, "Well, I do these little podcasts." And they say, "Oh, really? Oh, well, I want to listen to that." So I'm going to tell you, I'm not for everyone, and I'm not. All right? There's a select group of you folks that relate to me, and I get that. You deal with my crazy zaniness that pops up every once in a while, and you also deal with these moments of, you know what, he's right. And those moments that I'll just tick you off. Whatever it takes to motivate you. And because here's the thing, I don't think I personally can motivate you. I can give you the words, and I give you the ideas and the tips and the techniques, and then you'll take them and you'll mix them with your world and your experiences from the past and the present and the things that are about to happen to you, and you'll motivate yourself. That's what I'm here for. Okay? So, and to do that, here's what we got going on the rest of the week. Tuesday, we're going to talk about the secret of turning nothing into something. Yeah, one little word here is a game changer. I'm not telling you what it is right now. Wednesday, we're going to talk about rituals. I mean, they're powerful. There's a power that they possess, and they possess a negative power as well as a positive one. So I'll give you some little hints on that. On Thursday, getting into machine mode. If anyone's ever seen Over the Top, you remember Sylvester Stallone. He was talking about turning into a machine to do what he was doing. We'll talk about that. How to get the most and done the easiest and the quickest in your machine mode. And then Friday we're going to talk about your can't do crew, who they are, and what should you do with them. Listen. Here's the thing. If you haven't been to yoursuccessatlast.com, we do this, what you're listening to right now, every single day. 15 shows a week and a whole lot more. This is not the only thing we do. I mean, you're 15 different shows a week, and there's a whole lot more in there. Not just this. I try to give you at least one gem a day. And I tell you what, that one gem a day can change your life. That I promise. And it'll only take a few minutes, right? I mean, here, we're only 12 minutes in, okay? So go over there, download the 7 Critical Steps to Success, and it'll drop you off on a page where you can try our 7-day free trial. 7 days, free, right? Experience what it's like, and it won't cost you a dime. Do that, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to leave you like I always do. Think successfully. Take action. Bye-bye.